everyone. Welcome back to Saree Not Sorry. I'm Medha.
And I'm Shreya. This is the first episode of the third season of Saree Not Sorry. Also, if you're wondering why our audio quality is so much better, it's because we're recording in the studio.
And if you're on the video version, which you definitely should be, you'd be able to see that.
Because we look good as hell, so watch our video.
How are you doing?
I am doing swell.
Swell.
How are you doing?
Good to hear. I'm doing okay. I'm doing well.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like less excited to be back in school than I was fall semester.
Okay.
But
Agreed.
I'm like excited to be back, to be getting back into the grind.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like excited to be with the people I love. Not so excited to like, that's not you. No.
Got it.
No. Excited to be with the people I love, but not excited to,
Do classes.
Yeah.
I am just surprised that it's already the second week. Like, we've just finished 2 weeks of classes.
Yeah.
And it's already so intense.
Yeah.
I got homework on, the first day of classes, which is
No, for real.
ridiculous.
Wait, me too? And it's so stupid because I listen to kids who go to, other colleges and they're like, oh, how silly we.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean?
I was expecting, such a chill week. I was like,
Yeah.
the first week is going to be so much fun because you can just hang out with everyone
Right.
and not have to stress.
Right.
But immediately I was stressing.
Right. Same.
This is, BS. This is so stupid. But we out here, stressed as hell. It's okay.
It's all good. You know why it's good?
Why?
Because we get to record in the studio.
In the studio.
For the first time. And you know what? Yeah. What I just realized when I was walking over here, this is our first anniversary episode.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's been 1 year.
Yeah.
This is so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait. I love this.
Yeah.
1 year of this podcast.
1 year of our
nonsense.
nonsense.
Can you imagine? 1 year of just stupid rants. We say some really stupid stuff on this.
We do.
We kind of call people out, so.
We do.
Okay, so basically, we wanted to start the new season with just a winter break catch up and maybe just talking about the new year since we're in 2022. So happy New Year to all our listeners.
It's February.
A full month late, but still happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
How was your winter break? Tell us.
Super chill. I didn't do anything.
Okay, good.
Genuinely. Good. A lot of my friends were like, Medha, you disappeared off the face of the earth. And I was like,
period.
Because I did.
Yeah.
All I did was sleep.
Yeah.
I went to Mexico.
And you went to Mexico?
Yeah.
Wait, did we talk about this?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay, go ahead.
No, I mean, it was just a chill vacation. Usually, it was really new for my family and I because usually, we're such, workaholic type people where when we go on vacation we always have activities after activities planned.
Yeah.
And for this one, especially with Mexico, I'm sure with the tropical vacations, the thing that you do is just relax.
Right.
Right. And so that's kind of what we decided to do, which was new for me because I find it really hard to relax sometimes.
Yeah.
But it was good.
That's
just
good.
catching some waves.
Yeah.
Just being around my family, observing some of the big brown family friend groups that go on vacation together.
Oh my God,
and watching them interact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so entertaining.
That's actually cute. Wait, where in Mexico did you go?
We went to Cancun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say something
I
else.
wanted to go to Cabo, and then my mom was like, everyone goes to Cancun from the East Coast.
That's
we have to go there.
That's true. We got to go.
So that's where we went. How was your break?
Very nice. My break was good. I went to India, went to the motherland. It was good right up until half of my family got COVID.
Oh my God.
No, seriously, we knew we were going to get COVID, but we were maybe we'll get it in the beginning of the vacation. So then we quarantine and we can leave on time.
Right.
But then my mom, my dad, my grandparents, everyone just tested positive except for me and my brother.
Because you had already had COVID.
Because I already had it. So I was like, okay, strong person right here.
Right.
But then the last 3 days I was just in isolation and I couldn't spend time with everyone, which is so annoying.
Yeah.
But at least before it was nice. I haven't been in 2.5 years. So I was like, this this was a good trip. But
No, yeah, I haven't been since, I want to say 2018, 2019.
yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, simply
but-
because of COVID.
Yeah, which sucks. But my brother and I came back and we were like chilling because
You
we were
guys
like,
came back alone?
yeah, it was just me and my brother in the house and we were just like having a good time. No
Yeah.
one's yelling at us. And then my parents came back.
Y'all must have ate, like, animals.
Oh my
during
God,
that
yeah.
time.
We were ordering all the time. It's okay.
No, that's good.
We out here.
And, like, you were making his pockets hurt, right?
Yes.
clarify? Okay,
Yes.
good.
I was not spending
Good.
any of my own money. It's all on the brother.
Yeah.
But it was good. I wanted to also ask if you have New Year's resolutions. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that.
Yeah, so New Year's resolutions I think are interesting as a concept,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like one thing that I like, there are two arguments I feel like I hear. One is it's a great opportunity to just have a fresh start. Everyone's trying to have a fresh start. And then the other argument I hear is that like, why wait till January 1st
To make
to make a resolution? You
Okay.
can break your habit loops
Okay.
any time of the year.
Yeah.
But regardless, I think it's great that like society has deemed, at least they've deemed some sort of day where it's acceptable to like change what you do and how you act.
Yeah.
Right? Because like if we didn't have any day like that, like that would be terrible.
Right.
Yeah, in terms of resolutions, I think I have a couple.
Okay.
Like depending on like the sectors, right?
Okay.
So which one do you want to hear first?
Whichever ones you'd want to share. Like, are you
I
good to
can-
share?
yeah, I
any of
can share
them?
all of
Okay. Okay.
them.
Let's start with like. Wait, what are the sectors?
Like
like.
you know, like social,
Okay.
personal, academic.
Okay, let's go social first.
Okay, yeah, academic's the most boring, I feel
Yeah,
like.
screw that. Screw our education.
No, yeah, so socially I want to get better at reaching out to people who mean a lot to me
Okay.
and like talking to them one-on-one.
Okay.
Because I have the tendency to get in my head about like there'll be people that I talk to that I really click with. Like you and I don't hang out.
Yeah.
Like we
yeah.
only hang out because of the podcast and we need to get better at that,
We do.
right?
We do.
But like at least we still hang out. I think
Yeah.
the reason we don't hang out is because we know we're gonna have to talk on the
Yeah.
podcast, which
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah.
But there are people like that I've met through different walks of life, and I'm like, we have clicked so well. But then I get really like insecure for some reason, and I don't know like where that comes from.
Yeah.
I get really insecure about the fact like, oh, like it's been so long. It's been 2 months since I've talked to them. Like
right.
maybe I shouldn't reach out. Like I don't want to bother them. Like
Oh.
if they wanted to reach out, they would have reached out already.
Mhm.
But like if I want to reach out, I should just reach out,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
and I've had so many conversations with people where they've been like where I've reached out after like 2 or 3 months, or they've reached out and I've been like, I'm so glad we're talking now. They're like, yeah, I mean, you could have reached out at any time and I would have wanted to talk to you. I'm like, dang, like
Yeah.
I could have like had that friendship and like cultivated that to be better.
Yeah.
Not to make a friendship sound like a plant, but really
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you have to
yeah.
like feed and like water and like grow a friendship. Okay,
Oh,
now
that's such a great like analogy.
I was just about to
That's,
say
like-
this analogy is the dumbest thing I've ever
Nah,
said.
nah. I respect it. I like it.
All right. But how about you? What is a social New Year's resolution?
I went the other route and I was like,
Mhm.
my resolution is going to be to not make any resolutions because every single year, I'm like, I'm going to make resolutions and I'm going to do them. And then I don't do them.
Yeah.
And then I beat myself over it. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
that was kind of stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't do it and now I feel like a bad person. So I was kind of
Yeah.
just like, whatever goals I had, I'm just going to keep working on those and not put any stress on them. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, not any extra pressure to,
Right,
like,
right.
achieve them.
They're like, oh, it's my New Year's resolution.
Yeah,
and
be
I
like,
haven't
oh
even
my God, it's a new
accomplished it."
year.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
been a full month. Like, what am I doing? Like, am I doing my goals, whatever? Like, so I was kind of like, I'm not going to do it. But I obviously, like, had some goals
Mhm.
from last year, which was, like, in terms of, like, social stuff, like, going
Mhm.
off of what you said, I think I've been pretty good at, like, reaching out to people. But I
Yeah.
haven't been good with actually, like, maintaining that connection.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like I'd text them and be like, "Oh my God, I miss you. Like, how are you doing?" And then we'd have like a very brief conversation, and
I mean,
then
it's
that's
all
like it.
superficial when you do that, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I
And then
get
you're kind of just like, "Oh, like I kind of miss the connection we had." But then
Mhm.
also like for example with home friends, right? Like
Yeah.
everyone's at college now. Everyone has different schedules.
it. Yeah.
Like how do you maintain that connection when everyone's doing their own thing? And then I feel kind of crappy when I'm like, oh, I miss them and I haven't reached out to them or something like that. So I think my goal is to honestly kind of focus on where I am and what I'm doing, but then also just like keep everything else in check. Because I think other people also understand that you have your own life that you're living. Like, you have your own schedule, so it's okay. But that's my goal in terms of social stuff.
No, I totally feel that.
Yeah.
Totally feel that.
What about personal goals?
I have a couple different personal goals. Let me think. I don't know which one.
You don't want to share?
No, I just don't know which one is which one I can describe the most.
Okay.
I don't know. You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I think I have two for personal stuff. I think one is that I overthink like a lot.
Oh,
like
who
as
doesn't?
a Gemini, I overthink a lot. And I think it's just gotten to a point where I get so anxious about things because I'm overthinking them, and I'm like, it's not that deep. Like, relax.
Right.
So I need to just focus on like doing stuff for myself and like just being a little bit selfish sometimes, because you kind of have to be.
Yeah.
And not overthinking things. Like, it really frustrates me when I start overthinking, and then I'm like, how do I get out of this? You know? But that's definitely one, because I need to relax a little bit.
Has there been like specific like triggers almost, do you think, that like causes you to overthink things, or like specific situations?
I think like I've always been told that I'm a pretty like observant person from like my parents, and I think I observe a little too much, if that makes sense. Like, I think I read into things a little bit too much, and then that makes me like overthink things. Like, if I were to like if I hang out with a friend and like something feels off, I'll be like, oh damn, like I did something. And then I start overthinking it. And I'm also not good at confronting people.
Right.
So then it's just like this whole mess, because then I'm like reading into it when you can just ask them.
Yeah, and you're like, oh no, they hate me. And then in actuality, they just like had a bad day.
And it's like nothing to do with you. Like, relax. But I think that's usually how it goes. And it's mostly with like friends. I think that I overthink. Like, literally nothing else. It's always just like the social situations.
That makes sense. Because like it's hard to like read people's minds.
Yeah. And then if you read into it, then you're kind of just, I don't know. It doesn't work. It doesn't work out well. But that is one thing that I will start working on.
Yeah.
It's been a month, so nothing has changed, but hopefully we'll get there eventually.
That's good.
Yeah. And then I think the second one is, okay, I'm not trying to get deep, but I think just trying to be like a better person, like in general. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how to be like a good person.
Do you want to elaborate on that or not?
Okay. I don't know how to elaborate on it. I think just like the way I react to things like in my head.
Yeah.
Versus how I actually deal with those things, if that makes sense. Like, if someone were to tell me something, my first instinct is to be like, oh, how is this going to affect me? Right? Like, kind of that selfish thinking. And then I have like a different reaction like towards that person, like outside of my head, if that makes sense. I've talked to my brother about this, and I was like, please give me some knowledge, because I'm gonna need some advice. But I think it's just like, how do you be there for people in like a good way, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to get too deep here, but that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people go through this, but it's just kind of like, how do I just be a better person to other people and myself? That's one of the goals.
No, I think those are two really, really good goals, like personally speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like both of them are kind of rooted in overthinking.
Yeah, probably. That's the root of all of my problems.
And then the root of that is being a Gemini.
Yeah. I blame the earth for when I was born. But yeah.
Blame your parents.
Blame my parent. Medha. God damn. Yes. Blame my parents.
Oh god.
But yeah, I think like, I feel like I've always had this idea of like, you can't be like a quote unquote like good person or a bad person.
Yeah.
Because it's very subjective.
Yeah.
But
like, it's not black and white.
Yeah. Like, you're always going to be like in the middle for something like this. But I think just like generally being a good person, like having motivation, incentives, like helping other people, just being like a good person. Yeah. That's my goal.
Cool. goal.
Yeah.
That's a good goal.
Let's move on to yours, please.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Sure. Okay, so I still didn't think of mine, but let's see what I'm gonna say. Let's see what comes from the heart. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's being more open with how I feel about things.
Okay.
So, being willing to be like having the ability to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations.
Okay.
So what that means for me is like being more open and vulnerable with other people about the way that I feel about things.
Okay.
So like a lot of times, in order to just like, you know, have like a very like go with the flow attitude, I just like won't voice my opinion on a lot of things if I don't like, if I feel like it's gonna, you know, cause an issue.
Yeah.
Like whatever that issue may be. Like someone invited me to go to a music festival and I was like, wait, like I'm under 21, you are 21. Is that gonna be a problem?
Right.
And she was like, literally, I don't care. Like I invited you for you. Like don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But like I wouldn't have said that before. So I was like proud of myself for taking that step.
Okay. That's good.
So it's just like being able to tell people like, oh, I have a concern about this. Like, can we address this before it becomes a problem in my head? And before it like, you know, even like festers to become a bigger problem where I might have to address it and then it seems very confrontational rather than just like, oh, this is like a tiny blip in the friendship rather than like possibly being like an issue for the friendship or like whatever that may be.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of what it is because I think a lot of times like I try to like maintain like a persona of like or like a facade even where I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm super like I'm put together like because like I feel like one of the things I get the most compliments on is people are like, wow, like you have everything figured out, like you know what you're doing, and it's like I really don't.
Yeah.
But like I want to maintain that like facade, but like why?
Yeah.
Like there's no point.
Right.
Like if someone's your friend, if someone that truly cares about you, like it doesn't matter what they think because they're only going to think about positive things for you. Right? Like one struggle that you're having is not going to like change their perception. And if it does, then good. Like you know they weren't meant for you anyway, right? So I think like that's something that I really want to work on.
Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
I completely get that.
Yeah.
I think it is like very hard to be vulnerable with your emotions, especially like opening up to people and stuff like that. So I completely get it. And it's definitely like a process.
Yeah.
But at least you've realized it, you know? I feel like a lot of people don't even realize it as like something that's bothering them.
Yeah.
Like they can't pinpoint that like problem. So
knowing something's a problem is just half the battle, though.
Exactly.
Like doing something about it is the other half, the harder half.
But you got through half of it. So.
Yeah. That's fair.
Period.
That's fair. I need to give myself more credit. That's another thing.
Exactly.
I need to give myself more credit for things.
Good.
Yeah. That was a quote from my my 5th grade teacher.
Oh,
by the way.
Shout out to
Mr. Prani. Or
you remember her
Mrs.
name?
Parker now. She got married.
Oh my god, you know she Medha.
Dude, I love her. She has no idea how much I love her. My 4th and 5th grade teachers loved them so much.
Really?
Yeah.
4th and 5th grade. I'm trying to. How do you remember this, bro?
Dude,
this was
Miss
like
Moore, shout out.
9 years ago.
Miss Moore made me more extroverted.
Oh, period.
Mr. Prani / Mrs. Parker now. Congrats.
Congrats on your marriage. I hope it goes well.
They got married like literally when I was in school. Like when I was in her class. That's why I knew.
Oh.
So like halfway through the year, like she changed her name.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "You guys can call me whatever you want."
Okay.
Yeah.
A chill queen.
Yeah. No, she's so cool.
Laid back.
She's literally so cool. No, I loved a lot of teachers. Maybe I'm a teacher's pet. I mean, I definitely am.
I think you are too.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but yes.
No,
yes,
I definitely am. I definitely am.
But like one of the cool teacher's pets, not like the
Are you a teacher's pet?
I don't think so.
No,
definitely.
You
not.
sit in the back of the class?
I didn't do that. I like tried to pay attention, but I just got distracted very easily.
Yeah.
So they were like, this idiot.
I hear things from our mutual friends about how neither of you go to the classes.
Excuse me. Oh, that actually might be true. I was like, what friend, what class?
Oh, yeah.
But
I think you know what I'm talking about.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
So let's just put it out there. It's okay. My parents know that I don't go to class.
No, literally, like it's the second week I've skipped like multiple classes.
Ayo, me too. I like left halfway through class. I was like, this is bad.
I think this is a great note to end the podcast.
I think let's end this episode right now, here.
All right. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you so much, everybody.
This was the Saree Not Sorry podcast on WNYU 89.1 FM.
Yes.
We air every Wednesdays around 7 or 8 p.m., but we're also on all streaming platforms.
Yes, you can check us out on Spotify, SoundCloud, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and
the SoundCloud rappers we are.
Yes, we really are. But yes, our handle for everything is the Saree Not Sorry podcast. You can also find us on Instagram for updates on our episodes, so check us out there. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys. Okay, period.
Wait,
we're so good at this. Shut up.
So far.